Good afternoon, friends. Jenny Hughes here with my Facebook Live on Monday. We are doing the Wheel of Life series, looking at the different aspects of our lives and coming up with some sweet spot affirmations that can help us improve those areas that may be struggling a little bit. Now, last week we talked about finances. That's a big one for a lot of us, and I gave an affirmation that I actually want to change. Things are always changing and evolving, and that's a good thing. I attended a conference this past weekend that was just fantastic. Lots of insights. But what the big takeaway for me was that we need to be in the feeling state of what we want. And when I looked at my affirmation for the finances, which is, what if my financial opportunities are boundless and the universe supports me completely? Which is a great affirmation. However, I think words like finance, money, wealth, they're all kind of triggering. And I think they trigger some feelings in us that are not helpful. And so I was playing with this idea of feeling how I want to feel, and I started thinking about when I had a job that I really enjoyed and I was getting paid well for it, and there was an affirmation that I came across that was, I love to attract opportunities that feel joyful and prosperous. And I thought, oh, that's really great. And as I spoke it, I thought, the word joyful is really great, but it doesn't quite take me to that place for my finances. And I thought, when I was working, enjoying myself and making a good paycheck, I felt engaged. And that word kind of woke me up. It started this spark in me, and I think that is the third piece of creating a sweet spot affirmation. So the sweet spot affirmation needs to meet these, I've been talking about two criteria. One, it's got to feel true, and two, it's got to open the door of possibility. I think there's a third aspect where it's got to trigger that feeling, the feeling of what you want. Okay, and so I've created this whole new affirmation, which is that I love to attract opportunities that feel engaging and prosperous. Boom, and that creates that little excitement feeling for me. And so that's your call to action, is that your affirmation meets those three criteria, and when you speak it out loud, you feel that little spark in your at least for me, it's like an excited feeling in my stomach. Then I know that I'm getting to the feeling place, and that is what is most important for manifestation. Okay, so that's last week. This week on the Wheel of Life, I want to talk about contribution. Tony Robbins says this is one of the 6 human needs, is to be contributing. And so my affirmation for that is that, I didn't write it down. It is that I love to contribute to my community and to the greater good. I love to make a positive contribution to my community and to the world. So play with that idea a little bit. See which one sparks that feeling place in you, and use that affirmation for this week. And please post if you have any epiphanies, aha moments. I would love to hear about it. Now, these affirmations, I think they address our mind. They help us to have more positive thinking. But there's actually, that's just half of the equation, the mind-body equation. So working with your mind, in fact, at the conference I was laughing because they were mentioning something Dr. Joe Dispenza uses as an example, is your mind is like an unruly puppy. And you've got to train it. You've got to train it with repetition and treats. So that concept really cracked me up. So affirmations are for the mind And the mind is half of this mind-body equation. Like if you think about stress, stress is a mind-body issue. So we need tools to address the stress that's in the body as well. And that is going to be the focus of my workshop coming up on Thursday. And you can find it on my Facebook page and Eventbrite. You can find the link to the Eventbrite on my Facebook page. Or if you're not on Facebook, you can find the link to my events on my website, jennyhugheshealing.com. So that workshop is going to be on Thursday. Actually, it's going to be an ongoing thing. My goal is to have that about once a month, and it'll be virtual. It'll be a Zoom call. It's $20, and it'll be about an hour, and we are going to be learning a tool to help the body release tension. It's called the Discover Your Inner Clarity and Your Freedom, because when you get connected in your body, that gives you more clarity, it gives you more freedom within yourself, and that is what we really need in these challenging times. Okay, so do your affirmation, and I hope to see you at the workshop on Thursday. Love to hear from you, no matter what, anytime. Have a great week. Thank you. Bye.